Today we are exploring one of the most famous and loved coins in the world, the Canadian $1 coin, widely known as the Loonie. This small golden-colored coin carries a big story of history, culture, design, and everyday life in Canada. Since its introduction, the Canadian dollar coin has become a symbol of national pride and a familiar companion in the pockets of millions of people. We are looking closely at the 1988 Canadian $1 coin, a small piece of metal that carries history, national identity, and everyday Canadian life within its design. This coin belongs to the famous Loonie series, a name loved by collectors and the public alike, and it represents an important time in modern Canadian coinage. By 1988, the $1 coin had already replaced the old paper banknote for everyday use. Canadians quickly accepted the new coin because it was durable, easy to recognize, and practical for daily transactions. The 1988 issue continued this success and became part of the millions of coins that passed through shops, buses, vending machines, and wallets across the country. On one side of the coin is the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. In 1988, her image still showed her as a mature and dignified monarch, wearing a simple crown and facing to the right. Around her portrait are the inscriptions of her name and title, written in Latin, along with the year 1988. This design connects the coin to Canada's constitutional monarchy and its long historical ties to the British Crown. The reverse side displays the iconic image of the common loon floating peacefully on water. This bird is deeply connected to Canadian wilderness and northern lakes, known for its haunting and beautiful call. The loon symbolizes calm, nature, and freedom, which is why Canadians proudly gave the coin its famous nickname, the Loonie. Above or around the image is the word Canada and the value dollar. The 1988 $1 coin was struck by the Royal Canadian Mint and made primarily of nickel, giving it a silver-gray appearance. Unlike later golden-colored versions, this earlier style feels heavier and cooler in the hand. The coin has 11 sides, which makes it easier to recognize by touch and also helps machines identify it correctly. In everyday circulation, the 1988 Loonie was used for small purchases such as newspapers, coffee, transit fares, and snacks. It became a symbol of practical Canadian life, quietly moving from person to person, collecting invisible stories along the way. For coin collectors, the 1988 Canadian dollar coin is interesting not because it is extremely rare, but because it represents the early period of the Loonie series. Coins from this era show the transition from traditional paper money to modern durable coinage. A regular circulated 1988 coin is usually affordable, but examples in uncirculated or mint condition can be more valuable. Some collectors also look for special characteristics such as sharp details, clean surfaces, and original mint luster. Coins with fewer scratches, no discoloration, and strong design features are always more desirable. Occasionally, minting errors such as double strikes or off-center designs can significantly increase a coin's value. The 1988 Loonie also holds emotional value for many Canadians. It reminds them of the late 1980s, a time of cultural change, growing technology, and evolving national identity. For many people, this coin was part of childhood memories, school lunches, arcade games, and first bus rides. International collectors often admire this coin as well because of its unique shape and the beautiful wildlife design. The loon is not commonly seen on world coins, which makes the Canadian dollar stand out in any global coin collection. Over the years, the design of the $1 coin would change in material and security features, but the spirit of the Loonie remained the same. The 1988 edition stands as a reminder of the early days when Canadians were still getting used to carrying a coin instead of a bill for $1. Holding a 1988 Canadian dollar coin today is like holding a small time capsule. It represents not just money, but a moment in Canadian history, a symbol of nature, stability, and national pride. Whether kept in a collection, passed down through family, or discovered in an old drawer, this coin continues to tell its quiet story. The 1988 Loonie may seem simple, but its meaning is rich. It connects the past with the present, tradition with innovation, and everyday life with lasting heritage. In its modest size lies a powerful reminder that even the smallest objects can carry the weight of history.